Hello everyone, I'm Saurabh Agarwal, corporate trainer and technology specialist. I'm having 25 years of experience in IT industry. Today we are going to learn Python. Dear learners, Python is a high level programming language. It is a powerful language used for general purpose programming. Python was developed by Julio Van Rossum in the year 1989. Python is an open source. Open source means it is free to use. Python isn't case sensitive. I can say Python is a high level interpreted programming language which is easy to read and write. Python is widely used in web development, websites, web applications, system programming, graphical user interface, internet scripting. It is widely used in data science, AI, ML. Then you can say it is used in space and scientific applications. Python is a general purpose, high level interpret programming language and supports multiple programming paradigms. So I can already told Python is used in various fields like web development. You can create Flask, Django, and Fast API. You can make data science. In data science, we can learn pandas, Matplotlib libraries, and many more Python libraries. And it is vastly used in artificial intelligence. So Python can be broadly, you can say programming language can be broadly categorized into two types: high-level languages and low-level languages. High-level language, which is understood by humans, for example, Python, Java, which makes them code easy to understand and debug. But if we talk about low-level languages, are like assembly, which is closer to human, closer to machine codes. You can see high-level language, which is understood by the humans, and low-level language, which is understood by the computers. So, dear learners, if I talk about what exactly the difference between interpreter and compiler, interpreter translates program one statement at a time, and compiler scans the entire program and translate as a whole into the machine code. If if we talk about another difference, no object code is generated. Hence, we need to go as a memory efficient. And if we talk about compiler, it generates object code, which further requires linking, hence require more memory for compiler. Programming language like JavaScript, Python, Ruby uses interpreter. And programming language like C, C++, C Sharp, Java, they all use the compilers. Python is having two modes, scripting mode and interactive mode. If I talk about interactive mode, in the interactive mode, you can give the you just put the input, you get the instance simultaneously get the output. And if you talk about scripting mode, in the scripting mode, you need to create a Python file by the extension .py, and then you can save and run the file. So if I talk about features of Python, I can say it is simple to use. It is a simple syntax, interpreted, dynamically typed language, large standard library, and the most important is a cross-platform. I will be focusing, as of now, Python is dynamically typed language and Python supports object-oriented programming. If I talk about dynamically typed language, what dynamically typed language means, you don't need to write any data type. So, if for example, if I write int I is equal to 20, it's a dynamically type. Whatever the value you are assigning, it will convert into that particular type. And Python supports object-oriented programming. OOPS is a methodology to write the programs in the form of classes and objects. If I talk about class is a blueprint, it's a structure, it's a layout, it's a template, it's a prototype, it's a user-defined data type, which is having data members and data functions. Data members simply are variables. Data functions is basically you can write methods or functions. If I talk about objects, object defines runtime entity. For example, you are sitting on a chair. Chair is an object. You're using the laptop. Laptop is an object. Anything which defines real world, that's an object. All the member of the class, whether it's a data members, whether it's a data function, it can be accessed by using objects. So dear learners, I just want to show we will show one program by using Python. So before going to the program, I can say you can use lots of editors to make the program in Python. You can use Ideal, we can use VS Code, you can also use Jupyter, or you can use Google Labs. Right now, I'm just making one program on Ideal and simple program. Right, this you can see. When I open this Ideal, if I will write 5 plus 5, this is called interactive mode. As soon as whatever, if I giving this prompt, I'm getting this results. But we need to work on script mode. You have to click on File, New File, and then you can write some program. So, my dear friends, I just want to write one simple programs to make arithmetic operations. Right? I'm just defining arithmetic operations. Right? I'm using the input. We're taking the user input and making the program. So num1 equal to, I'm using input and enter the first number. Now, my dear friend, you can see this enter the first number. It is written in the string. I want to convert this into the number, right? So I need to typecast nt here and put round bracket and make it round bracket here. In a similar way, my dear friends, I can define num2 and enter the second number. And I'm defining result equal to num1 plus num2. And if you want to print, you can say the addition would be, this is the formatting, I'm just printing the result. Right? So in a similar way, I can define for the subtraction, I can make multiplication and I can make division. So here subtraction would be, multiplication would be, and division would be. Now, my dear friends, I can save this file, save as, and I create one folder, Python Online Trainer Learning, and here I can say arithmetic operation, and the file name, the extension, you have to use .py. If you run this program, run module, here you can see I'm giving 20, I'm giving 10, and you can see the addition would be 30, the subtraction would be 10, multiplication would be 200, division would be 2. I hope you understand the basic concepts of basic understanding of Python and the basic example of Python. Thank